You wake up to the quiet, crushing weight of having to perform being a person for another full day. It is a heaviness that exists in the space where excitement or even sadness used to be. You go through the motions, making coffee, answering messages, maintaining the appearance of a life, while carrying an exhaustion that sleep cannot reach. You are tired of the entire performance. To the outside world, you have everything required to be fine. From their perspective, your withdrawal looks like laziness or a lack of gratitude for what you have. This gap between your outward functionality and your internal emptiness creates a profound isolation. You are left managing a state you can't explain to others and can barely justify to yourself. This lack of interest in the things you once loved, the music that now sounds like noise, or the food that tastes like nothing, is a symptom of a system in total shutdown. It is a biological event rather than a failing of your character. Clinicians call this anhedonia. It describes a specific, bewildering loss of the capacity to experience pleasure. Brain scans of people in this state show diminished activity in the reward center. This silence blunts the reward prediction process, the brain's signal that an action is worth the effort. When this signal vanishes, motivation collapses before you can engage. The pathway confirming that anything is worth feeling has simply gone quiet. This emotional absence usually follows a long period of high-stakes survival. It is the result of holding yourself together through prolonged stress or relentless environmental pressure. Your system absorbed the disappointments, the losses, and the demands until the sheer volume of input overloaded your capacity to cope. This leads to a state of functional freeze. You remain capable of meeting your external obligations, but you do so while experiencing a total internal numbness. The freeze is a biological necessity. It occurs only after the nervous system has spent every available resource trying to manage the pressure. Eventually, your brain reaches a tipping point where the metabolic cost of processing your emotions exceeds your actual energy reserves. To prevent total collapse, it triggers an automatic cutoff. This is an emergency brake. By turning down the volume on your psychological pain, the brain attempts to preserve the organism. The mechanism is indiscriminate. In muting the overwhelming darkness to keep you safe, the brain also mutes the light, leaving you in a gray, emotionless middle ground. You are a system running on emergency power. Every ounce of your current strength is being diverted to the hidden, exhausting labor of simply staying alive. This numbness represents a successful survival strategy. It is doing exactly what it was evolved to do, protecting you from an environment that felt unmanageable. Recovery is often stalled by the belief that we must wait until we feel ready or motivated before we rejoin our lives. We stay in bed or cancel plans because the internal spark to go is missing. In a biological shutdown, the brain refuses to spend energy unless it sees a guaranteed return. If you wait for the feeling of motivation to arrive first, you are waiting for a signal that your brain has specifically disabled to save power. The neurochemicals we interpret as feeling alive are released as a feedback loop from physical engagement. The brain needs the sensory input of movement to confirm that it is safe to restart the reward prediction process. You cannot think your way out of a freeze. The nervous system requires physical, behavioral evidence that the environment has changed before it will authorize a change in your biological state. The way back starts with movements so small they don't trigger the brain's defensive alarms. A slow walk or a few minutes of stretching provides the low-stakes momentum needed to begin the reboot. Completing one tangible task, like smoothing a bedsheet, speaks to the nervous system in its own language. It provides immediate, visible proof that you have regained some degree of control over your immediate world. Working with a professional can help manage this burden. Healing isn't about forcing yourself to feel better. It's about creating a consistent environment of safety so your nervous system feels secure enough to come back online. Your presence here, looking for answers, is proof that your core self remains intact. Your ability to receive joy hasn't been destroyed. It has only been temporarily dimmed to protect you. You don't need a dramatic transformation today. You only need one small action to help convince your fiercely protective brain that the emergency has finally ended.